Hello everybody, my name is Benjamin Bloom and I have just witnessed Norwich 1, Ipswich 1, excuse my voice, in probably the most dramatic ending to a East Anglian derby that I think I've ever seen. I remember one years and years ago, Ipswich penalty in the last minute, but that was utter chaos. For Ipswich fans, we thought we'd done it. We thought the 10-year hoodoo was broken, and then just utterly heartbreaking, sapping at the end. I don't know what the clock said, 94, 95 minutes, but that was when the equaliser went in. I'm going to try my best. I'm a bit emotional about the result and about some of the stuff I've just seen down the road with the police. So let's try and go for this. So Norwich kept their three at the back, gunning goal. Zimmerman, Hanley and Close are the centre-backs. Reed, right wing-back. Lewis, left wing-back. Tetty and Leitner sitting in midfield with Maddison floating around. Murphy up supporting Oliveira where he can. Me and McCarthy, we had a tiny inkling he might, because he likes to match up, but I thought, no, surely not. He's not going to do it. But he did. He went three at the back. Bart in goal. He puts Iorfa in at right wing-back, presumably for the athleticism, probably the height. Knudsen moves out to left wing-back. Chambers, Carter, Vickers and Webster, the three centre-backs. Skews the deeper of three centre midfielders with Connolly and Gleeson ahead of him. And Waghorn finally getting to play up front with Garner. Ipswich started well. Early corner goes in. Waghorn makes a mess of the follow-up. Good throw in here, work to Gleeson. Nice cross, and Knudsen, that guy, he gets to the back post. Heads it over. Decent chance. Always has a chance against Norwich. Giveaway from Norwich from the restart, and it's out to Waghorn, but it's a weak shot from him. Gunn looked a bit nervous. He spills it down to his left. Weak shot wide on 21 for Oliveira. First quarter, I think everyone would admit Ipswich definitely the better side, hemming Norwich in. Good press, good support from the full-backs, okay. It was direct, there was diagonal balls to the wing-backs who were both good in the air. But it worked. Maddison curls a free kick in for Norwich, nothing doing from there. Ipswich get their own free kick. A bit too central for Waghorn to try and work anything. Connolly, direct strike. Garner uneasy again. Garner kind of follows it in a bit of a limp penalty shout. Murphy second phase from a goal kick, bit of a poor right footed curler from him. Waghorn free kick, good hit this time, kind of rose a little bit, good save by Gunn, his best contribution there. Iorfa, great run into the box, he can do it. I've been told he got his feet in a muddle. Norwich fans calling a dive on that one. It looked like he collapsed a little bit easy. If he tripped over his feet, then that's just Iorfa. If he dived, then that's naughty. So half time, I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, well, are we going to pay here Ipswich for not scoring where we want to? Ipswich really bossed the first half, I thought. Norwich couldn't get into the game. Nice little cameo on 39 when Maddison comes all the way back off his defenders to receive the ball. Skews follows him. They played Maddison well. They hemmed Norwich in, and Ipswich definitely the better side in the first half. Norwich come out a different side in the second half. Maddison gets a free kick on the edge of the box, and this is a great save by Bart. We saw one last week against Burton. Two strong hands, pushes it up and over. Good strike by Maddison. From the corner, Norwich, quite innovative, all moving around, not clustering together. Good movement from them. Really confuses Ipswich. Gets lobbed back in and Closer with a real miss from 6 yards out. No flag. I thought he might have been touch and go on the offside, but he missed his kick, so the linesman didn't have to flag. Garner takes a yellow on Maddison. Probably not for that foul, but for persistent foul play. I think the ref had given him his last warning several times over. Leitner with a pro foul on Knudsen to stop a counter-attack, just trips him up. Now Mick makes a move on 60. We think this is probably red card paranoia for Garner. He pulls him out and puts McGoldrick in. I said on the Talk Norwich City podcast that Garner knows how to play on a yellow card, but Mick didn't agree and pulls him out with half an hour left. Mix up between Chambers and Webster on 62. Maddison follows in, good dribble, and drives that one over on the right foot. Skews takes a yellow for a foul on Maddison. Hyam comes in for Gleeson on 66. Mick trying to freshen up the midfield. That obviously only leaves Ipswich with one substitution. Connolly takes the yellow, another foul on Maddison. Ipswich sharing the fouls out on Maddison. From the free kick, he's closer, and it's another great strike by Maddison and a great save by Bart. Good competition between those two. Norwich attack down the left. They overload it. It's a great back heel by Murphy. Oliveira comes left to right. Good hit, right foot. Another good save by Bart. You can see the pattern of the game has completely changed now. Norwich are well on top, and Ipswich are doing that thing. They're retreating back. And on 78, a substitution that really annoyed a lot of Ipswich fans. Spence comes in for Iorfa. Don't know what the thinking was, for Iorfa had played quite well. And Mick really signalling his intent, shoring up his defensive side of it, going for the draw surely with Selina and Ward, more sort of attacking players on there. First Waghorn takes a yellow for a little naughty one on Closer. Then Spence immediately gets booked for a foul on Lewis. So I don't know if you're counting up these yellow cards. Ipswich must have had 6 yellow cards, I think, which they would pay for stoppage time. Worked out to Reed. Knudsen slips, so Reed takes it forward, brings it in on his right foot and hits the shot, poor one, wide. Norwich get their first look at Sabrani, the forward. He comes on for Murphy. Positive note, well done to the Norwich fans who clapped on 85 minutes for Bobby Robson. Wherever the rivalry, Bobby Robson is in English football, and great. So thank you to Norwich fans for clapping for that. And a chance for Ipswich now. McGoldrick, he works Knudsen into a great position. Knudsen, he's in on the overlap, he crosses it, but it's a good defensive block. Ipswich win a corner. And from the corner in the 88th minute away at Carrow Road, we think at last we've done it. Waghorn's set plays, I can say it now, were frankly horrible all game. I'd said in the build-up, this might be the chance, a dirty set play. This is a great one, smashes it into the box, Chambers on the move, heads it in. Cue carnage, surely, 88 minutes, we can't mess this up, surely not. Ipswich overjoyed, away stand goes crazy. Well done, Chambers getting in there, and Waghorn gets the assist. Fark makes a move. Hernandez comes on for Teti. Vrancic on for Reed. Fair play. He is going to go for it. On the 93rd minute, this is going to haunt me in my sleep tonight. Ipswich have a counter. Norwich really pushing forward. Hanley's virtually playing up front now. Knudsen's in. Waghorn was offside earlier in the move, but he holds his run. Knudsen with a simple cross to leave Waghorn a tap in to shore it up for 2-0 on 93 minutes. But that surely wouldn't matter, would it? No, absolutely incredibly, a boot down the pitch. Ipswich, I was going to say Ipswich's best player. Yeah, Ipswich's best player, Białkowski in the goal, is in a foot race with Hanley to get it. He should come out, he should slide with his body in the way of Hanley and collect the ball with his hands. He runs towards the ball. He's scared of giving a penalty away at such a vital moment, and he runs up to Hanley and then he runs back and he lets Hanley go. Hanley's composed, he takes a touch, he puts it in the box. Closer's still up there. From 6 yards out, all he has to do is get it on target because Białkowski is running back into the goal. He's not in position and he heads it into the empty net. And I cannot believe it. They've done it again. Ipswich have not been able to beat Norwich despite taking the lead in the 88th minute, a 95th minute equaliser. People will complain about the stoppage time. Obviously there were 6 substitutions and probably 6 yellow cards, not too many injury stops. Whether or not, obviously a goal as well, whether or not you're going to go down the stoppage time route, you still have to defend at the end. And just absolutely gutting. I thought we'd done it, and the old foes snuck it from us at the end, and really just absolutely heartbreaking at the end there. Obviously, the narrative looked like it was going to be a really good first half performance, and McCarthy getting the tactics right, brave to go 3 at the back. I thought we were the better side in the first half and didn't get the goal for it. In the second half, Maddison turned it on. He came a little bit deeper. He got a little bit freer as the Ipswich press kind of tired out. He's an excellent player. I think all Ipswich fans would admit that. And he really stands out in that Norwich team, and he really made them tick. Great battle between him and Białkowski with the free kicks, with Białkowski really coming out on top there. And then the next thing, the big narrative from the Ipswich fans was going to be, why aren't you trying to win it, Mick? All the defensive substitutions. But then they take the lead incredibly We think we've done it, and then, I hate to say it, it's a mistake from Mr. Reliable goalkeeper at the end. Nothing clever, long ball forward, well done to Hanley for keeping his composure and chipping it in. And the narrative switches. I think if you're an Ipswich fan, you can't really blame McCarthy. I think he got it right. We're 1-0 up until the 95th minute. The defensive shape worked. He'd nicked the goal. It's a good away performance, and it's an individual mistake at the end. Whatever you say about the presence of Selena or not, or those substitutions, I love Bart. He's been a fantastic player for us. We'll forgive him, but if he comes and collects that ball or stays put, then there's much more likelihood that that goal didn't happen. But that's the way it is. Bit disappointed at the end. Norwich police, so they opened the doors to let us out. We're greeted by a line of police there. I think if they were going to keep us in, they should have not let us even leave the stadium, because you had a collection of Ipswich fans. A lot probably had a lot of alcohol in their system. Kept in there. The crowd gets bigger. Everything gets pushing a little bit more. Got a little bit unsavoury. A lot of Norwich fans coming by and taunting the Ipswich fans. If that's how you get your kicks, then so be it. But it didn't really help the situation, given what had happened at the end of the game and probably some alcohol consumed. I thought the police should have kept, if they were going to do it that way, we stood there for a good 20 minutes being taunted as people walked by. Maybe they needed 2 lines of police. The governor seemed to come by. He didn't seem to know what they were doing. And then at the end, the line just broke. Ipswich fans started to push. And we're greeted by a lot of Norwich fans waiting. I don't know why they're waiting. Go home. It's not the 1970s. I have a policy. I cross the road, I walk the other way, and I'm up in my car. But it's just a bit unsavoury at the end. Let's go back to the game, though. And star player... Can I say Bielkowski, because he made the error at the end? If I don't say Bielkowski, I have to say Iorfa really had a good game, really caused trouble, and it was I think it was a bit of a shame when he went off. Norwich's best player, complete standout, is Maddison. He's an excellent player, whatever my bias is. He plays at a faster speed than virtually all Championship players. His acceleration's excellent, his first touch is excellent, and it was a great battle between him and Bielkowski, and he didn't make the difference today. It was just a mistake. Norwich fans, well, you must be excited if you're going to draw a game. That's the way to do it in the 95th minute. You must have thought, we finally had your number. Can you keep Maddison? Are you going to finish above us? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about the police in there at the end as well? I don't want to set up a big shitstorm here on YouTube, but I think it needs to be spoken about. Ipswich fans, well, how heartbreaking was that? Did McCarthy get it right? It looked like he had 3 at the back. What did you think of those substitutions? Can you blame McCarthy? 95th minute winner, equaliser. Individual mistake at the end there. As you can hear, I'm not my usual fast talking self, so I'm gonna stop this video. Please give me a subscribe. Let's keep this friendly and vaguely grown up in the comments if you can. It's a great rivalry, and that's one of the most dramatic finishes I've certainly ever seen to a derby, even though I am absolutely gutted. Give me a thumbs up on the video, give me a follow, and we'll do it all over again on Wednesday for Cardiff. Thank you so much for watching. Keep safe.